Okay, guys, before I go over the training for Tradelocker, I highly suggest while you're learning how to use Tradelocker, because it is a new type of platform for most of you guys. If you're not new to Tradelocker, you're fine. If you're new, well, recommended broker, I highly suggest that you set up a demo account. Under our Forex training, under our academy, under the Forex education section, we go over our recommended broker, and we go over how to set up a demo account. And we go over, and I suggest you set up your demo account, log into a demo account, and practice copy and pasting these trades from our recommended broker. And copy and pasting trades from Arabella, Preston for your first week, so you can learn how to do the stuff we're going to be going over, like how to find the pairs, how to do the break evens, how to do the partial profits, how to pick the lot size, how to pick the risk, just certain things that you got to learn. I highly suggest, as you're watching this video, you might want to pause this video, go set up the recommended broker first, and then come back, and then that way you're practicing on demo money. So demo money is basically play money in the real market. That way you're not risking your prop firm challenge or your live money while you're learning how to use the platform, while you're learning how to copy and paste Preston, while you're learning how to practice copy and paste Arabella, or how to even copy and paste our premium signals. Okay, guys, so in this video, it's going to be a full guide on how to actually trade with Tradelocker. I already went over how to find the login for TradeX Mastery. It's going to be pretty much similar if you're using our recommended broker or any broker for that matter that uses Tradelocker. And of course, it'd be a little different if you're doing live, but once you get those account details, just log in. I'll have a complete diagram on how to do it again below, so no worries. But I kind of want to go over how to use Tradelocker. What is it? How does it work? Etc. So, Tradelocker, guys, is a platform that you log into via a prop firm or a broker that uses Tradelocker. There are other platforms like MetaTrader 5, MetaTrader 4, DX Trade, but Tradelocker is its own platform. A lot of people like Tradelocker because it's very user-friendly. And so it might not be user-friendly at first when you have no idea what you're doing. You're looking at the charts. You have no idea what these charts are. But as you start messing around with these guys, anything that's new is always going to be something that you have to learn. But it's going to be super valuable. So I'm going to be as thorough with this training as possible. You can always come back to this video, of course, whenever you get lost or you just need a little help. But as you keep using the platform, guys, just like riding a bike, it's going to become easy. I'm also going to leave you different tips on the best practices. So the first thing I want you guys to do is to download the Tradelocker app if you have not done it yet. And this is going to, everything that you do here, you can do here. You can also download the Tradelocker app on your Mac or PC. So you can have Tradelocker on your Mac and PC, and you can have Tradelocker on your computer and desktop. So there's that. That's one thing. So I'm going to try to train on both of them around the same time so you can kind of see the similarities. They're both the same thing, but obviously the mobile device might look a little different. So we're going to go over all of these in order. So the first thing I want to go over is the chart. So a lot of you guys are like, okay, if you're brand new, you don't know anything about trading. These are called candlesticks, and these are called time frames, and this is how you go to different time frames. And I'm not going to go in this training on how time frames work or how candlesticks work, because I actually have training in Kajabi, the Kajabi app. You go to libraries, you go to costume training, you go to Forex training, and you go to begin here. And the introduction to Forex goes over candlesticks, time frames, and all that great stuff. So you can just watch that video to learn more about the actual the training for how the candlesticks work and the beginner's guide to that. So I'm not going to go over that in this video, but feel free if you want. Feel free to make sure that you watch that video eventually, because you're going to want to learn what candlesticks are so you understand what you're looking at, right? It looks foreign right now, but we are looking at the foreign exchange market, no pun intended. So, but yeah, guys, make sure you do that. So that's candlesticks. That's how you get to the different time frames. These are the different tools you're going to be using. I'm going to have a totally different training on how to use the tools. It's just like TradingView. So the same training that I'm going to be doing TradingView is going to apply towards this. So I'll have training on how to use TradingView and Tradelocker at the same time as far as the tools. These tools only really matter when you're trying to learn how to personally trade, manually trade. That's why I don't want to spend too much time on this video on how to use these tools, because this helps as a manual trader as far as I understand the charts. But a lot of you guys are new, so you're going to be focusing more on copying, pasting signals, from the live trading to copy and pasting signals on the post signals or the premium signals. So I wanted to go over the technicals of the app versus understanding how to manually trade an app in this particular video. So let's talk about finding different pairs now, right? So there are different ways you can find different pairs. And let me go back and show you. So if we go back to the trading app, there are different ways you can find different pairs. Now, if you're looking on the computer, you're going to click this button here, market panel, and you can just look through different pairs. And if you want to do it on your phone, you simply just go to markets, and you can look at through different pairs. And you can also make different pairs your favorite pairs. So, for example, if I wanted to make NZ, if I know I'm always trading gold, for example, I can search gold, and I can right-click it and make it my favorites, add to favorites. I believe on the phone, you just hold the pair, and then you can just add the favorites like that too. So, like I said, I'm trying to teach you as I go, but that's how you find the different pairs. So, you know, if a signal provider calls out a certain pair, that's what you can look for. You can always favorite it too. That way you don't have, you can go to your favorites and just look at all your favorite pairs by clicking here, and it's only going to show your favorite pairs. Same thing, you click this button right here, it's just going to show your favorite pairs that you have. So there's how you do that. So on your phone and your mobile. I will say this though. So the one that might be different for a lot of different people is going to be indices. So indices are something like, for example, Preston calls US 30 a lot, and US 30 is named differently on the TradeX Master. So if you're on a broker, it's probably going to be called US 30. But if you're on TradeX Master and you're trading live, you might be confused. You're like, let me look up US 30. He's called the trade, right? You look it up and you don't find it. So it's called Dow. Oops, I got favorites on. It's called Dow. And then you can make that your favorite also. But yeah, so it's called Dow. I'm going to show it on the phone too. That way, so it's called the Dow. That's just another name for US 30. But just wanted to throw it out there. So that's how you find your pairs. Nice and simple, right? So as far as I went over how to act, let's go over buy and sell. So you're going to learn more about buy and sell in our introduction to Forex training. But buy and sell is very simple. If you believe, let's say the signal provider says we believe the market's going to go a buy, they think the market's going to go up. If they tell you that they believe the market's going to be a sell, they believe the market's going to go down. Super simple. So but the good thing, guys, if they say, hey, look, buy this pair, then you're simply going to click the buy button here. If they say sell this pair, you're simply going to click the sell button here. So nice and simple. Now, how you do it on your phone? Just go to the pair that you want, and the buy and sell button is going to be below. And if you want to bring up some type of panel, you can just bring it up like this, and you get even more information, which we're going to go over in a minute. And it's the same panel that you're looking at here will look just like this on the mobile. So you just click this button here, and you'll find everything right here. So I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible to help you find everything, right? You can also bring up like if you don't see that panel here, just click this button here on your desktop. It's called the order panel. So when you don't see anything at all, you simply click these different panels to open up the different panels on your desktop. Super simple stuff, right? Cool. So now let's talk about buy and sells. There are two types of buy and sells. There's market execution and pending order. So a market execution means that the moment I press this buy button, it's going to place that trade. So let's say that I just hit buy right now. Then now I'm instantly in this trade. I'm on USD CAD, right? I'm instantly in this trade. If I hit sell, then and they sell instead. So let me close this really quickly. And you notice it actually updates you on your phone also. But let's say that I hit so that's how the buy works, right? So buy and sell market execution. But so like let's go to Arabella's trades real quick just to give you an example. And it's a brand new trade. You might be in a Telegram group and she might say, hey, we're about to call, and let's go look at the Telegram group at the same time. Cool. So when she's calling the trade, guys, she might say she's about to, let me just look for an example. In the Telegram, she might, hey, look, sending a buy. So when she says sending a buy, she's telling you, hey, we're sending the buy. She only trades gold, so we'll go to gold real quick. And she says sending a buy. And she's giving you the price. So she might say like 12 or 11. So for example, in this area, this might be 11 or 12 right here. So like 4213 or 4212 or something like that, right? She's telling you, hey, send the buy around this time. Since it's around that buy, I might say, okay, cool. I'm going to get into this trade at 0.02 and hit buy. And I'm going to go over what that means in a minute. But that's how you can do that. Now, typically, she also sends the signal here also. And she sends all the details of the trade here. So she might say, okay, cool. I sent you the buy. And she sent it early in Telegram. You're in this buy. But now you want to add your stop loss and your take profit. Or maybe, you're going to add it when she does it, right? So she might give you a stop loss at the same time that she sent that, told that buy. But let's say that you add the stop loss later and the take profit later. Let's go over what a stop loss and the take profit is. A stop loss and a take profit basically means that that's where you're going to make your profit or lose your profit. So that's right now, this is actually around the area right now. She said 4215. We're actually around 4215, so this is great. So let's say that we're going to take that trade and we're doing it from our phone. Let's say that we want to take that trade and we want to copy the stop loss. I can just press that button here, go to Trade Locker. I can press that. I can go to the trade. Since I already have the trade open, I can click on the trade. You got to click on it. Press that little button at the top right here. And you can go to stop loss and you just paste in your stop loss. Now, you can do take profit. And depending on your take profit, so that we got the stop loss. That's our stop loss right here, as you can see up here at the top. So that's $15 we lose that trade. Let's do take profit, right? So let's say that we did take profit 3. And hit done. Now, it's not going to be done until we actually confirm the trade, but you can get an idea of what you could possibly make if you hit confirm, right? But let's say that we want a different take profit. We only making $8 on that take profit. Let's do take profit 5 instead. And we're going to copy that. And now, as you can see, it says we're going to do $26. And that's going to be for that buy, right? And that's a sell. So that's another thing you want to do is make sure you're on the proper one. So in this example, she was doing a sell. So then we will go and move to a sell. Well, obviously we can't do that on that one because it's not a sell. So, but I was just giving an example of how it works. So let's just close that trade real quickly. Let's say that we did do that sell. It would be the same thing. We hit a sell. But let's say that we did this from scratch. Let's say we just took this trade from scratch. Obviously, it's a little late, but I'm just showing you real time. Let's say we took that trade and we wanted to take the sell. We wanted to add the stop loss, and we wanted to add the take profit. A stop loss and the entry. But we wanted to risk a certain amount at the time we're about to place that trade, right? So I'm gonna teach you something called the risk calculator, right? So let's say we're about to take this gold trade, for example. When we got copy and paste, we click the stop. We got the sell. And we want to risk a certain amount, there's this button called risk. So when you click risk, you can say, look, I want to risk either a certain dollar amount. So that's I want to risk $20. It's going to pick the lot size for you. To keep it simple, the lot size determines how much you're going to lose. So if I chose $50, I will lose $50. And they get the 0.59 for me. So that's your lot size. If I want to lose $10, and it's also based off your stop loss. So let's add the stop loss that she gave us. Add that stop loss. We paste the stop loss, we set risk, and we say, look, we want to lose $20. Now it gave us how much we're going to lose. Let's say I want to lose $100. You see the lot size changes. But if you want to keep it simple, let's say you don't want to do a dollar amount, and you want to risk a certain amount. Let's say you're in a prop firm, and you only want to risk 1% of your account. And you click 1%, and it's going to say, look, you're going to lose 1%, and you're going to lose $474 basically. This is a $50,000 account. But if I want to lose less than that, let's say I want to risk half of 1%, then that'd be 0.5. So this is how I recommend people trade. So I always tell people, find what you want to risk per trade and always have your stop loss put risk, stop loss, and then put like 0.03, 0.3, 0.5, and it tells you the dollar amount. So it's very simple, guys. So if I want to make sure I want to lose a certain amount, then that's how I do it. Or if I want to do dollar amount, I can just choose dollar amount instead. So it's kind of preference which one you choose, but that's how you pick. That's how you know how much you're going to lose when you're about to take a trade. So that's how I want to lose only $5, and then let's say I want to lose $10 or something like that, and I hit sell. Now, if we look at it, it pre-set my stop loss. If I click on it, it's going to tell me that I'm going to lose $68 on that trade. And I'm going to just close that trade early. I just wanted to give you an example. So that's how you do that. You can always, like again, you can always add your take profit. So I'm going to use a trade that we already currently have open as far as let's add a take profit to it. So let's use this one for example. It's already winning, and you can click on the trades to get to it too. But okay, cool. Let's say that we're looking at this trade, we're in profit, we don't have a take profit. You can literally just click on that position, and then you can click take profit, and you just drag it to where you want. And you say, look, when it gets here, just take me out, and then and boom, like that, right? So nice and simple. Now this is a sell, so the take profit would be like somewhere right here, and you can hit confirm or whatever. It's obviously that's a sell, right? So rule of thumb, whenever you're doing a buy or sell, if it's a sell, take profit is always gonna be below, and stop loss. Let's do a stop loss, right? Let's do it again. Let's do stop loss and take profit. For a sell, take profit is always gonna be below, and stop loss is always gonna be above. Because when you think the market's going down, that's how you profit for a sell. And when you think the market's going up, that's how you profit for a buy. And it'd be vice versa for your stop loss when you're going to lose money. So that's how you do that, and hit confirm. So that's how it works when it comes to setting your stop loss and setting your take profit up if you want to add it later or you want to move it around. Now, let's say right now, as you can see, I am in profit, right? I am $1 and some change, for example, and well, not in this particular trade. Let me just close this trade out because it's confusing you, so it doesn't confuse you guys. I am in profit for this buy, for example, right? So let's use this buy, for example. I'm in profit. And let's say that, I have my stop loss. Let me set my stop loss for this buy and my take profit. Just in case you was confused, I had like a buy and a sell open at the same time. I forgot to mention that. But let's say that we have a trade like this. Let's say that the take profit is all the way up here. And let's say that we're making money on this trade, and we don't want it to come back down here in our stop loss. And we're like, okay, we're cool with breaking even, right? You can hit this. You can hit a break even button. I'm going to show you. There's a break even button. Let me show you how to do it in the app, so it's easier for you. So let's go to market. Let's choose the pair. We're looking at ADJPY. As you can see right now, you can look at the pair anytime you want because that's clicking on it. I like how we can break even on that. So let's go look at that pair and break even, and just hit the break even button. So watch when I click break even for that. Confirm. It put my stop loss into break even. So now if it hits my stop loss, I'm going to make money. So you only put in the break even once you're in profit. Another cool thing, guys, you can do is if you want to do something called partial profits. So maybe you want to take some of the profits, and we always tell people to do this. You want to take some of the profits right now instead of waiting. You can go and click this partial profits button, partial close, and you can close some in the lot size. So it's a 0.1. Maybe I want to close it at 0.05. That's half of that 0.1. Hit close. Now I closed some of that position. If we go to close positions, we'll see that we made that 0.66 profit. Obviously, this is just an example. But if let's say you were $300 in profit and you wanted to close half of it, then you will close half that lot size. So if your lot size was 10, and as you see, it just took me out that trade and broke me even. So, guys, that's how break even works. That's how you can do partial profits. Again, a lot of stuff is going to be just kind of messing around with it. But I wanted to show you break even, partial profits. The last thing I want to talk about, guys, again, just practice with this stuff, guys. Again, this is a learn lesson. As I want to go over how you can close the trade early first. So you can close it early by clicking that. You can also hit break even from the app right here. And you can edit your position, like if you want to change something about it by doing this. So super simple stuff. But I want to teach you about pending orders now. So with premium signals, our personal signals that we send you guys, we have something called premium signals. And so as you can see, it has like buy stop and sell stop. So when we're sending out a signal, let's say it's called GBP CAD. This is an old trade, but you know, so it's not gonna probably work at the moment, but I'm just showing you what it looked like. Let's say called GBP CAD. Instead of doing a market execution, we're gonna do something called pending order. And so anything when it says stop, buy stop, or sell stop, or buy limit or sell limit, that's called a pending order. That means that we believe the market's gonna activate in that area. So pending order, it means it's gonna activate based off of if it gets this area. So right now, if this is the pending area right here, it is not gonna activate until it gets to here, then the trade activates. So this group calls pending order. So like if we looked at this pending order, it says, look, it's a buy, and this is our stop loss and take profit. And we said, okay, it's 1.8. Oops. It's 1.8 492. That's the entry. So that'd be your price. Then your stop loss and take profit. You could choose your stop loss 1.84072. Your take profit 1, take profit 2, and this is in all signals, guys. The higher the take profit, the more money you're going to make, but the farther the target is. So for example, let's say we just chose take profit 1 for this example, 1.85598. Cool. If you look at it, oops. That's our stop loss take profit. Let's say we want to do our risk, and we want to risk $100 on this trade, and then we hit buy limit. Now let me go to a higher time frame so you can see it better. Now if the market comes to this entry, it'll activate this entry, and then it'll go for either take profit 1 or hit your stop loss. Now let me show you the difference in take profits really quickly. Let's say that instead we chose take profit 2. Again, this is for all signal groups. The higher you take profit, the more money you can make. We're going to do 1.86141. Confirm. Now, as you can see, the take profit went from here to here, but we can make way more money now. So that's pretty much my overview, guys. Hopefully this came in handy. We're going to be doing live training on educations. I'll do more in-depth training also. But I just want to kind of show you how to use all the different tools, how to get to the pairs, understanding stop loss and take profit, understanding market execution, understanding how to do the break even. And guys, a lot of stuff's going to be new. So, of course, you can set up a demo account with the broker. But I highly recommend, practicing with Tradelocker before you start actually copying and join demo first before you actually go live. That way you don't have to worry about, messing up your stuff. So practicing. So I would say practice with the recommended broker that we have. Set up a demo account. I have a full training under our Forex training on how to set up the recommended broker. That way you don't have to worry about that. But I just wanted to go with Tradelocker because you're going to be using Tradelocker on your recommended broker, and you're going to be using Tradelocker on the prop firm. So I thought this would be very important just to go over.